Imagine this. You just went to the party of the year, got wasted, as you would ever be. It is 4 o'clock in the morning, and you stagger out to your car, fumble around in your pocket for your keys. After about a minute or two, you find your keys, and now you're trying to you're trying to find the key that opens the car door. With the key in hand, you open the door, and you make an attempt to put the key in the ignition. But you notice that notice that the steering wheel looks to be rectangular. Then, being the smart person you are, you figure out that you're putting the keys in the glove compartment. You look to the left, and lo and behold, there's your steering wheel. Now, before you relocate to the driver's side, stop, think. What am I doing? Am I seriously going to try to drive home, being wasted as I am? Well, I've done it before. Maybe I'll be fine this time. Being as you relocate to the driver's side, struggling to put your key in the ignition, you finally start the car. Being as drunk as you are, you still remember to put your seatbelt on just to be on the safe side. You turn your key in the ignition, the car starts. You shift your car into reverse. What happened next could forever change your life. Hello, my name is Milton Bullard, and I'm going to talk to you about the dangers of drunk driving. Well, I'm pretty sure we all know the basic consequences of drunk driving. Let's see. We know about the mangled cars, the high insurance premiums, and the possibility of a fine. But what about the lives that are ruined forever by somebody's incapability to hand over their keys? I'm going to do my best to persuade you why drunk driving is one of the most stupid and irresponsible things that you ever could do to yourself and unfortunately others. The first reason why drunk driving is a horrible decision to make is because it can ruin your life. Another reason why drunk driving is a bad decision is because you can ruin the lives of your family and loved ones. The last and most important reason why drunk driving is a horrible decision to make is because you can ruin the life of somebody else who may be innocent. Did you know that this year 10,839 people will die as a result of alcohol-related accidents? That's one death in every 50 minutes. Also, when I refer to drunk driving under influence, drunk driving, or getting wasted, this does not mean just beer. According to Dr. P.J. Henson, wine coolers, wine, alcoholic beverages, spiked drinks, or anything that will raise your blood alcohol level is considered an alcohol beverage. All right. Well, it sounds a little selfish, but when you decide to drive under influence, the first life that could be affected is yours, in more ways than one. Your life could be affected. Your morale, the respect that people have for you, and the respect that you have for yourself can be lost. Academic and athletic scholarships can be lost. Your job, your home, your freedom, your ability to operate a vehicle, and most importantly, your life could be lost. I think it's a horrible mistake to risk something that you have and or could have had because of your ability to understand that it's not okay to drive under influence. I know people get wasted. It happens all the times, and I totally understand that. People want to let off steam from the daily stresses of life, and or to fit in with the crowd. But before you get in the car, think about how your life could be ruined forever. Another pointer: just because you drive drunk the first time and nothing happens, don't continue to test your luck. It could be your final drive. According to the association called Mother Against Drunk Driving, also known as MAD, the average drunk driver has driven drunk 80 times before the first incident. This statement does not mean go out and get drunk and drive 79 times and then decide because you are coming up on your 80th attempt it's to be okay. It's just a stat. The first time you choose to get behind the wheel while intoxicated, it could be your last time. So now that we have covered how the effects of drunk driving can affect you, I'm going to cover how the selfish decision can affect your family and loved ones. Picture this: your mom, your dad standing over you at the hospital bed looking down at you, wondering if you're ever going to wake up. Tubes shoved down your throat, IVs stuck in your arms because you were selfish and decided that you wanted to drive while under influence. Picture your friends and loved ones dressed in black standing around you as you lay lifeless in the casket. Let's just say, for the sake of the point that I'm trying to make, you get lucky, and when you die, you did not get mangled or torn into shreds during your accident. So they were able to have open casket funeral. As they look into your pale, lifeless face, realizing they will never see you again, tears are pouring down their face as they remember your life, wondering why you made this decision. All they can do is ask why. No one will ever know the reason why you did what you did. There is no closure. All they know is that you got behind the wheel while drunk and chose to drive, and now you're dead. One thing that I try to do in life is one thing that I try to do in life is if I'm going to do something I know I'm not supposed to do, I try not to harm, involve, or affect anybody else by my mistakes. This brings me to my last and most important point to me. When you drink and drive, you could possibly ruin an innocent person's life. They don't know you and you don't know them. You don't know who they are, and you both would never cross paths again in life. But in a split second, you can ruin their lives forever. Think about their dreams, their family's dreams for them, who they are, who they could have been. Thanks to you, we would never know that. We would never know, and the sad part is, thanks to you, we would never know, and that's the sad part. You hurt someone who did not deserve it, and that's the most disappointing part of it all. You may leave the accident unharmed and able to walk away scot-free, but what about them? Selfish? That's right, I'm calling you selfish. All you can do to try to ease the pain away is saying that you're sorry. And guess what? Saying sorry doesn't help anything now. An innocent life has been taken, all because you got wasted and decided that you wanted to drive. Sorry? Sorry, what kind of closure does that give the family? What are they supposed to feel better because you're sorry? No, it hurts, and they will never heal. So the main reason why I came with this speech today is to inform you not to drink and drive. I have discussed the reasons why you don't want to drink and drive, so let's go over it again. When you choose to drink and drive under the influence of alcohol, you affect your life, the life of your family and loved ones, and you could potentially affect the life of someone who is innocent. If you think that you're going to get drunk and try to drive, do one thing for me. Don't. If you're at a party and you don't have a designated driver, do not drink. It does not make you less than a person or less of a cool person if you choose not to drink. Actually, it makes you a very smart, respectful, and caring person. If you do see someone of your friends planning to drive while under influence, stop them and offer them a ride home, if and only if you're not intoxicated yourself. If they refuse your generous offer, do whatever it takes to keep them from getting behind the wheel. Even if you have to punch them in the face, do it. It is better to have a bruised face than a ruined life. I want to thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope it changes your life forever. And also, I'm sorry I did not finish the story that I started earlier. You finish it. What is your ending to the story? What would you do? How would it affect your ability? How would it affect you and your family? Would you live or die? If you do die, will your casket be open or closed? Where would you have your funeral at? All these questions you need to take into consideration before you decide to get behind the wheel drunk. My name is Milton Bullitt, and I do thank you.